Hey guys, it's History Behind the Warrior, and today we have another Mortal Kombat 11 theory. This time I'm going to be discussing the possible return of Noob Saibot and how he could in fact play a very important role in Mortal Kombat 11. Now before this video kicks off, I'd just like to remind everyone that this is entirely a theory. Mortal Kombat 11 isn't even in the early stages of its development yet, so a lot of stuff that I do in fact say here is completely subjective and can be changed. As at this point, like I mentioned at the very beginning, it's just the theory, and nothing here is in fact confirmed or guaranteed, but a very fun and interesting take on this character, and in fact how he could be the main hero in Mortal Kombat 11. Now on that note, let's get on to the video. Now in the new timeline, the last time we in fact saw Noob Saibot was when he was kicked into a Soulnado by Nightwolf. Now this led to many believing that he in fact died, and it's hard to deny as we all know the destructive capabilities of a Soulnado. But what were the chances that he would have survived? You see, oh yeah, just a heads up here, I'm drawing a lot of influence from the original timeline, as the new one seemed to be following the same suit as the old, so I'll in fact be taking ideas from that and incorporating it into the new timeline. Anyway, back to it. You see, if anyone was cast into a Soulnado, they would be instantly destroyed. There's no question about that, except for one individual in the original timeline who in fact had survived it. No, it wasn't Noob, but it was in fact Hanzo Hasashi, or for those of you who aren't familiar with that name, Scorpion. You see here, Scorpion was in fact taken by the Elder Gods whilst he was in the middle of the Soulnado. So just as he was about to be destroyed, he was in fact saved by them, and after that he was dubbed as the champion of the Elder Gods. So what's the possibilities of the same thing happening to Noob Saibot? I would in fact say that he's a better candidate than Hanzo. So instead of Noob being instantly killed by this Soulnado, he would be saved by the Elder Gods, who would save him and give him the opportunity to redeem his sins and have him become the new profound champion of the Elder Gods, much like Scorpion in the original timeline. Now the reason why I say Noob is in fact a better candidate than Scorpion, because the main reason Bi-Han was killed was due to deception, and before he kind of became a revenant, he wasn't all that bad of a person. He followed strictly what the Lin Kuei did, and if anything was an extremely good soldier, or ninja, so he can most certainly follow orders. Unlike Scorpion, who's had his heart filled with rage game after game, Noob in the original timeline had somewhat destructive impulses, and this was vastly due to the corruption and destruction that Quan Chi had in fact done to Bi-Han's psyche. He wasn't always this mentally destroyed. It was only till after he was corrupted, to which he somewhat lost his humanity. So I would say out of the two candidates here, he has the much higher chance of becoming the champion of the Elder Gods. Now some of you are probably saying, the whole champion of the Elder Gods thing that you're saying right now doesn't really stand. Well, I'll have you all know that in Quan Chi's ending in Mortal Kombat X, he was in fact chosen for the title to take down Raiden. Now character endings aren't entirely canon, but they do have some value to them, and in fact show a lot of foreshadowing for the future of Mortal Kombat games. So I'm using the information of Scorpion's resurrection and Quan Chi's calling to the champion of the Elder Gods as the two main plot points for Noob being intertwined into Mortal Kombat 11. So in Quan Chi's ending in Mortal Kombat X, switch him out with Noob Saibot, as we all know that Quan Chi was in fact killed in the main story mode of the game. So now hypothetically that we've brought back Noob, what are we going to do with him now? Well, if you've been following my channel, you would have known about my theory about Raiden being the antagonist slash main anti-hero in the next game. Once again, with a lot of foreshadowing, it's been hinted at that Raiden will in fact invade Outworld. He simply wants to protect his realm by removing a possible threat towards it, so this in turn will allow him to protect his realm. But it's been hinted also in Kotal Khan's ending that due to Raiden's now destructive tendencies, he's had to call upon the Elder Gods in order to start the Mortal Kombat tournament, so he can give his realm a fighting chance. Now Raiden himself is a god, and I doubt the Elder Gods would allow something like this to slide. And since the Elder Gods somewhat work with like a code of honor, they would only allow Raiden to take over Outworld in Mortal Kombat. But understandably, they must see how one-sided it can be, as Raiden himself is a god and is a very destructive force. So why not give Outworld a chance? Why not give them this newly reformed Noob Saibot? Now I'm not saying someone like Noob can go toe-to-toe with Raiden. I think if he was in his normal form, then that would be just pure suicide. So why not give him a power upgrade? This could lead to a rather interesting change of his character design, and he could in fact become the guardian for Outworld. Much like Earthrealm has Raiden as their advisor and protector, he could be theirs. So this could set up Noob in a very heroic light. Give him a new design and give him a new MO. It'd be very intriguing to see, and quite a shocking change to the character. Plus we'd get a sweet redemption match between Hanzo and Noob Saibot, and this is one in the Mortal Kombat continuity and canon that we haven't in fact seen yet. Both were responsible for killing each other at some point, and both had become revenants. With Scorpion now cured and Noob somewhat cured, we could see these two finally duke it out again, seeing as Bi-Han's younger brother has now made peace with Hanzo. I doubt Bi-Han Khan quite feels the same way. So yeah, we'd be able to see that rematch once again. And who knows, maybe if they even push it, we might see the champion of the Elder Gods go toe to toe with the Thunder God Raiden. There's lots of different possibilities here, and some very cool ideas we can see in the game. Of course, this is all theoretical, and my nice little take on what Noob can be in the next game if he's written in a particular way, and the writers decide to take influence from the previous timeline and the stuff they've incorporated into the game. Anyway, this pretty much wraps it up for this video. This was kind of a fun thing I just threw together, and if you guys want me to put together any kind of crazy theories or returning characters or how a certain character will act in the next game, please put down in the comments below. I could come up with some honestly crazy and just fun ideas for the next game. Now, if possible guys, let's try getting this video to roughly about 500 likes. It's a great way of supporting this channel, as I'm pretty sure everyone has heard at this point that YouTube's algorithm system is completely broken. So by hitting that like button, you would help this channel out a hell of a lot. Now, as always guys, please comment, like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. Please take care, and I will see you all next time.